Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Keith Bennett and I'm going to show you a trick called jumping jokers. First it will be the performance and then an explanation. After the first explanation I'll show you some alternative methods for vanishing the jokers. And then after that we'll go on to a couple of bonus effects which are quite different but use the same fake cards. So enough of this jibber jabber, let's get on with the trick. Hi, I've been collecting jokers and in this pack I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jokers, and what they're going to do, they're going to vanish. So the first one goes into the pack and vanishes. The second one will go into the pack and that's going to vanish as well. The third one goes into the pack and the fourth one goes looking for them. So that's just as he's just straight cut into the pack, and it only takes a moment and the one joker has found all the others. So let's lay them out so you can see them. So we put a few cards on each. We don't need the rest of the pack. So the first joker, he just completely vanishes. He's gone. Absolutely disappeared. We don't need this one. So the next one, keep your eye on the joker, but no matter how carefully you watch him, he's going to disappear. And the last one has gone as well, leaving us with the 4 jokers in the one pile, and that is jumping jokers. Okay, let's start by showing you the setup. In fact, we'll show you what you get with the trick. You get 3 jokers, which you will add to your pack, and in addition to those 3 jokers, you get 3 more, which are actually double face cards. So you'll get 3 double face cards. They'll all be spot cards, so they won't be obvious. And those go on the front of the pack, but with the faces down. The 4 jokers, 3 which you are supplied and 1 which you'll take from the deck that you're using, go on the face as well, and then you have an assortment of spot cards on top. So you start by spreading the deck to show the jokers at the face. You can then lay the jokers out on the table, scoop up the cards, turn them face down, put them back on the table. The first joker you put on top of the deck, and although you appear to cut it into the deck, it's a false cut. What you do is you pick up the cards, holding them as though you're going to do a Hindu shuffle. You lay your finger on top of the deck and you pull out half the bottom of the deck. Slap them on the table, take those and slap them on, not quite aligned. The slap's important and the fact it's not aligned is important. You now square them up, take the next joker and put it on top. Pick up that whole pack from above, and using the first finger you swing about half the cards to the right. Turn them sideways so they're vertical and tap the bottom half to square it on the upper half, slap the bottom half down, and then the top half on top. But I can tell you it's a very convincing false cut. Square up again. The last one goes on top. Well, it's not the last, but it's the third one goes on top. You pull out about a third of the deck from underneath and bring it over on top. Make sure that the front edge lines up with the front edge, but at the back you want to keep a break with your thumb. You then reach under and pull out the rest, half of what's below the break, slap them on top, then change hands and pull out the bottom third, which is the original top, slap that on top and square them up. The position is now that you've cut those 3 jokers to the top. You now take the 4th joker, put it face up and give it a genuine cut. Now the 3 double faces that are on the bottom of the deck are going to go on top of that joker. So that when you spread them, you've switched out the genuine jokers, which they've seen the backs of, for 3 double faces. You pick up all the cards below the jokers, put them on top, and then you deal down these cards. So you've actually got 3 double faces here and a genuine joker here. So the last card dealt is the genuine joker. Underneath that are the 3 genuine jokers, so they go straight on top. You now take another 3 cards, drop them on top, and drop them on top of the other 3 double face jokers. We don't need the rest of the deck anymore. The first vanish, you pick up the top card of the packet, slide it underneath, square everything up, and you do an Elmsley count. And that makes the joker vanish, and you duck the last card. Now if you don't know the Elmsley count, this is it. You hold the cards at fingertips between thumb and first finger in a pinch grip. You take off the first one, and at this side you pinch and push so that the pair separates from the bottom card. This one goes back underneath. You take the pair, then you take that one, and normally that would go on top, but in this case we're going to duck it underneath. So you can now turn the whole packet over, take off the first card, twist your wrists so they see 2 backs, deal those down, flash that back. As you deal that down, flash that back and drop it onto the packet. The next one uses a move called the Monty Plus move, invented by Welsh magician Trevor Lewis. You discard the first card, you take the next one and you push it, you turn it face up and put it underneath the pair. You now spread those into a small fan. And as you do that, you turn this hand palm down. That hand takes the 2 face-up cards and pulls the joker across, but it does it as it turns. And to hide that, as that turns, you turn this one as well. So to start with, you're starting in this position. They can see 2 face up and 1 face down. You do the turn, they still see 2 face up and 1 face down. I'll run through that again. You've discarded the first card. The second one goes underneath and you spread them into a fan so they can see the joker in the middle. You turn this one palm down, take the pair of face-up cards and turn them, pushing with your thumb so that the bottom card comes into the middle. And you do that as you turn that one. So you can then show that's gone, it's not there, and it's not there. The final one is very easy. You just pick up the top card, slide it underneath all of them, and throw them down on the table. It's not there. This is the actual double face of it, so you just do it there. You can turn that one over and turn that one over. All the jokers have vanished. Where can they be? And of course, they're all assembled like birds of a feather. The jokers flock together. Okay, I'll show you some alternative methods of vanishing the jokers. We'll use just these four. Okay, so you're starting in that position. The first method, of course, was just to slide that underneath. But instead, you can pick up those three, put that into the third position, and do the Elmsley count. But again, you must remember to duck that underneath, so when you flip them all over, you can show all four cards. Okay. Another way is you can take this span of three, put the joker in second, which allows you to do an Elmsley count, showing the jokers there, maybe snap your fingers, do another Elmsley count and show it's vanished, again duck it underneath. So you can twist both wrists to show two backs and two faces, turn that one and turn that one. And that's the three methods of doing the vanish with the Elmsley count. Well, I've already shown you how to do it with a Monty Plus move. An alternative to the Monty Plus move is the Versa Plus move, where you can take the one of the cards and you will put it face up, then you put it face down, turn it down there, and as you turn your wrist and push, you're pushing out the genuine card, not the double facer. So you'll be there, you take this out, put it underneath, you turn it over, you turn it back, you put it underneath there, you turn the pair down and push on the back, the card with a printed back, saying keep your eye on that card. Use this card to flip those over to show that it's vanished, drop that on, and you can show this has vanished as well. The easiest one of all is the Hebba Habba Al vanish. That's what I call it because he was the first person I saw do it. And all you do is you take one of the cards, you hold it with the back to the audience, scoop underneath, throw down, turn it, show that one, show that one, and show that one. An alternate way of doing the routine is you lose those into the deck as I showed you before, and you put that on top, and you say, I once saw a one-handed magician do this trick, and you put your hand out of the way under the table, and you spread the deck to show the four jokers in the middle, and you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. You deal a few cards on each, put the deck to one side, you go, it's vanished, 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 and they're all here. That's quite a novel way of doing it, because you're talking about as if you were a one-handed magician, and you actually do the trick one-handed. Here's a quick bonus trick. You take the deck and you give it a bit of a shuffle, and then you say to the spectator, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cards and I'm going to ask you to tell me when to stop. And they say stop, and you say, please remember that card. You slap it down there and you say, you might think I'm joking, but I can make your card turn over in the deck. I can make it actually do a somersault. I'm not joking. Watch. And you spread the deck. Oh dear, not quite what I wanted. But perhaps you're going to say to me, go home. And if you're that impressed, go home. No, seriously. I did make the card vanish from the deck. Have a look through the cards and tell me when you see your card. And the spectator says, well, it's not there. At which point you go and say, well, you did say go home. And when a playing card goes home, its home is the box it comes from. And you show the chosen card in the box. Very simple trick. All you do is you start with the joker on the face of the deck, but with the joker hidden. And the duplicate of the card that's on the other side of the joker, which you've got one in the deck already, is in the box. The box is lying on the table. You take the deck and you give them a bit of a shuffle. You can give it an overhand shuffle, just don't shuffle the few bottom cards. You then do a Hindu shuffle force. And for those who don't know it, you just take a few cards off the top each time. This leaves the bottom card undisturbed. When the spectator says stop, you turn the packet face up and say, please remember this card. You can then just slap that back on top and it's lost in the deck. The fact you slap it on casually and they see the card they've looked at it and go back into the middle of the deck is a strong part of that force. Now, you then say, you might think I'm joking, and that expression is important because the joker's going to turn up in a moment. But I can make your card do a somersault in the deck. Snap your fingers or make some magical gesture and spread the cards out so they can see the joker. Oh dear, not quite what I hoped for. You might be so impressed you're going to say go home. Go on, say go home. Go home. At which you slide the joker out of the deck, which of course removes the force card from the deck. You then spread the whole deck face up and say, tell me when you see your card. Look, take a careful look and tell me when you see your card. And of course they won't see their card. And you say, well, you know what happens? When you say go home, the card goes home. And the home for a playing card is the box. And you just reach in and take the chosen card out of the box, and that's the end of the trick. At which point you say, I'll put the joker out of the way before he plays any more tricks on us, which leaves you with a clean deck. Here's a bonus trick. It uses a joker and another card. It doesn't matter what the other card is, but the 8 of hearts is fine. What we do, we cut the 8 of hearts and lose it in the deck, and it's going to change places with the joker. Did you see it change? Well, look, the joker's already in the middle of the deck and the 8 of hearts is over here. Okay, let's show you something else. Now I'm going to let you choose a different card altogether. We won't use the 8 of hearts this time. So you choose a card. Oh, what you've got? No, we'd have something different. There you are, the Ace of Clubs. That's sufficiently different. And what we'll do is we'll lose the Ace of Clubs in the middle of the deck, and the Joker is going to find it. Did you see it find it? Oh, blimey. It's swapped places with the 8 again. And it's jumped back into the middle of the deck and found your chosen card. I think I'll get rid of the Joker before it plays any more tricks on us. And with that, you put it back in the box or put it in your pocket out of the way. Right, so you start with the 8 of hearts, which is the duplicate of the card on the back of the Joker, and with the Joker on the face. You say, I'm going to show you a trick with a Joker and another card, at which point you don't show that card, but you scoop it up this one, put that over there and say, we'll put the Joker here out of the way. The 8 of hearts is going to go into the middle of the deck and get lost. Now, the Joker and the 8 are going to change places. Did you see them change places? Well, they've done it already, look, because there's the 8 and the Joker is back in the middle of the deck. Well, all you're doing is you're starting with the 8 on top and the Joker underneath. So you put the Joker down on the table, you take the top card off the deck, without letting the spectators see the face of it, you scoop up the Joker, turn it down, turn the 2 cards over and put the genuine card down on the table. You've now got the Joker 8 in your hand. You turn this card deck face up, you put that on the face and you cut it into the middle. So the tricks, the first half of the tricks is over. All you've got to do is snap your fingers and talk a bit. Then you spread the deck to show the Joker's there and the 8 is there. You pull the Joker out, you pick those cards up and turn them face up. You take the 8, scoop it underneath the Joker, put the Joker down over there as they think, but really you put the 8 to get down again. You put that on the face of the deck, then you let them have a free choice of card. What we're going to have, 3 of diamonds in this case. You cut the deck in half, put the 3 of diamonds into the deck, close the deck up and square it. You say the Joker is going to find your card, and as you say that, you pick up the card they think is the Joker, wave it over the deck, spread the deck, and there's the Joker face up. Blimey, it's changed places with the 8. You slide it out, the card next to it is the chosen card, and the excuse you say is, I'm going to put this away before it plays any more tricks on us. And you put it away in the box or in your pocket, and that's the second bonus trick. Thank you very much for watching the DVD. Hope you enjoyed the material on it. Hope you enjoyed performing the material. If you didn't buy the trick and you're just watching the DVD, I still hope you enjoyed it. But give me a ring and you might find I've got a few sets left.